Philip Wood with Persuasive Speech. One of the big debates in today's world centers around gun control. Many activists and politicians want to take away individual ownership and firearms, making it illegal to own them. More crimes will result because only criminals will have the guns. Taking guns away from the citizens will be a violation of the Second Amendment to the Constitution. People who are trying to pass gun control laws must not see the real need for owning a firearm. In this speech, I would provide 3 reasons that should persuade you that gun control is wrong. It is our constitutional right to own a gun. Citizens should be able to protect themselves, and many use guns for hunting and recreation. One reason you should be against gun control is the fact that it violates our Second Amendment to the Constitution. The first 10 amendments, known as the Bill of Rights, became part of the Constitution in 1791. They limit the power of the U.S. federal government to interfere with the rights of the individual citizens. These limitations serve to protect the natural rights of liberty and property, including the freedoms of religion, speech, press and assembly, association, and as well as the right to keep and bear arms. The Founding Fathers realized that individuals had the right to protect themselves, their families, and their homes from those who attempt to harm them or take their property. The Second Amendment states that citizens have the right to keep and bear arms. It specifically states that a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This meaning the right should not be tampered with by changing the right or simply taken away from the citizens. Taking this amendment away would be taking away one of our freedoms we have as a U.S. citizen. Guns can also be used for our protection. Owning a firearm can be used to help protect you and your home. According to Gun Control Facts by James Agresti and Reed Smith, that as of 2009, the United States has a population of 307 million people. Based on firearm manufacturer production data, there are roughly 300 million firearms owned by civilians in the U.S. Owning a firearm will cut down on crime when criminals know that you are armed. As of 2010, 40 to 45% of households in the U.S. admit to owning a gun. That equates to 67% of gun owners stated that they own firearms for protection, 66% for target practice, and 41% for hunting. As of 1982, a survey of male felons in 11 state prisons claimed that 39% had been scared off, shot at, wounded, or captured by an armed victim that was carrying a gun. 69% knew other criminals that had been scared off, shot at, wounded, or captured by armed victims. You can also carry a concealed weapon with a proper permit. According to Gun Owners Association, states that past concealed carry laws reduce their crime rate and reduce the rate of robbery by 3%. New York and Washington, D.C. have stricter gun laws and have a higher crime rate, while Florida, who encourages private ownership, their crime rates have lowered dramatically. As many as 200,000 women use a gun every year to defend themselves against sexual abuse. Another reason that guns should be taken away is because people use them for hunting and recreation. Most states have a set season for harvesting animals to control overpopulations. Many use guns to provide a source of food for their families when they go hunting. Some people use hunting as a job. People like guides and professional hunters who depend on their firearm to help make them money would not be able to do so if they cannot own a gun. If you like guns as much as I do and don't want to lose them to the government, you should be against gun control. Gun control will be one of the factors that could bring our country down, the same as the failing economy has done. We gained our freedom by using guns, and we need guns to continue to preserve that freedom. U.S. citizens have the right to keep and bear arms in the defense of themselves, their families, and their homes. If you take guns away from law-abiding citizens and put restrictions on them, you will see an increase in crime on those same law-abiding citizens. Criminals will find a way to get and use guns for their continued criminal activities. So if you want to keep your firearms, stand up and fight for the Second Amendment right to bear arms.